I hope you were successful at drawing some shapes in Scratch. Now take a look at this code. You can probably guess what shape it makes just by looking at it. It will make a square. The Scratch Cat will move forward 100 steps, turn right 90 degrees, move forward another 100 steps, and so on until all four sides are created. You could easily create this code using all the individual blocks or simplify it using a repeat block. Notice that I programmed the pen to go down before we started drawing the square, and then go up as soon as the square was completed. Using that knowledge, can you guess what shape this makes? It will make an equilateral triangle. You probably figured that out as soon as you saw the number 3 in the loop block. Now imagine that you want to create an image with lots of squares and triangles. For example, if you wanted to draw a city with lots of houses made of triangle roofs and square walls. Imagine having to write out all that code every time you wanted to draw another house. That program would get very long very quickly. But that's where procedures come in handy. So let's create our first procedure. Feel free to follow along or just watch the demonstration. Click on the purple More Blocks menu and you'll notice that there aren't any blocks there yet. That's because you get to create all of these blocks yourself. Click on the Make a Block and type Draw Square in the empty box. That's going to be the name of your first procedure. It's incredibly important to give your procedures clear, easy to remember names so that you can remember what they do once you start building out your program. Click OK and you'll notice a new purple block with a rounded top appears in the scripts area. Underneath this block is where you'll add all your code to create your procedure like this. Now look back at the Blocks menu and you should see a new purple block that reads Draw Square on it. Drag that block out, click on it, and see what happens. The Scratch Cat drew a square. Drag a second Draw Square block out, then add a blue motion block in between the two Draw Square blocks so that the Scratch Cat draws two separate squares. Click the program and see what happens. What if you want to have more control over the size of your squares? Instead of creating a procedure for every possible square size, we can use a parameter in our procedure. Drag your Draw Square procedure over to the Blocks menu to get rid of it, and click on Make a Block to create a new block. Name the new one Draw Square again, but this time click on Options beneath the block. This is where we can add parameters. Click on the oval button next to the text Add Number Input, and you'll notice an oval appears next to the block you are creating. Replace the number 1 text with the word size, then click OK to continue. We now have a procedure called Draw Square with a parameter called size. Add your square code to this new procedure block, but replace the number in the Move Steps block with your size parameter. When you drag out a Draw Square block, you can now fill in the size you'd like the square to be. The parameter value you enter here is then used in your procedure here. Try using a few Draw Square blocks in a row, each with different parameter values to create multiple squares of different sizes.